Man's desires crumble as the tower was once again nothing more than steel and glass. These scraps of paper we call money, oppressive laws set forth by corrupt men, none of these can ever extinguish the yearning for freedom felt in the hearts of all mankind. Graffiti souls are the symbols of Tokyo's freedom, and the more people are pushed, the stronger that yearning for freedom becomes. And in the end, he was not strong enough to overcome that power. He had been doomed from the beginning. However, his existence might be nothing more than a symbol of the guilt that people feel for all their greed and desire. Or perhaps Tokyo has shown that it is one giant radio brotherhood. Perhaps he too realized this in the end. Those that seek the truth will fight tooth and nail to find it. Better believe that. And so, the radio will once again play static and worn-out tunes. And the TV will return to being nothing more than a square plastic box. Our world is normal again, all right. But the graffiti left on the walls will remind people of their inner passions. It'll burn into their minds, and the dreams of the city will be carried on through the streets. People gonna remember.
What's up, YouTube? Welcome back to the studio. So, I've been playing this game for damn near 20 years, and it never gets old. And that is Jet Set Radio, Jet Grind Radio, and Jet Set Radio Future. But sadly, we never got a sequel to said game. And in the description below, I'm going to leave a link to where they actually did sit down and talk to the creators and the developers who made the original Jet Set Radio that came out on the Xbox. Now, 2020 was its 20th anniversary, and that's crazy because once I go back and look at it, it came out in 2000. This game is 20 years old, and we have not got a sequel yet. Now, there's some games that have been like lying dormant for so long, and then they finally got a sequel, like Duke Nukem Forever. Nobody really wanted that, but we ended up getting it, and it was a flop. Let's be real, it was a flop. But now we're sitting here thinking to ourselves, how come we never got a Jet Set Radio 3? I was going to say 2, but Jet Set Radio Future was the sequel. I don't see how it was a sequel, but it was a sequel. So we sat back, I did my research, and come to find out the lamest excuse possible in the gaming community and the gaming industry was giving out here. And so they asked, well, how come we haven't got a Jet Set Radio 3? How come what y'all waiting for to make another one? And the creator, I can't really pronounce his name right. I don't want to butcher it, so that's why I'm leaving it in the descriptions below so y'all can go look at the link. He said that we are too old to be making this game. And I was wondering, what does he mean by they're too old to be making this game? And the creator has said that his mentor, or I forgot the other guy's name, but like I said, description below, you can go read it. He said that you're too old to be making this game. You're a seasoned veteran now. You shouldn't be making games like this anymore. You should be making games that, resemble stuff like Halo, Dark Souls, them high-end, AAA games that, people are going to be playing for years and years and years to come and talking about from years and years and years to come. But sadly, people are talking about Jet Set Radio from years and years and years to come. It's been 20 years and we're still talking about the game. We're still bringing it up. And the reason why I thought there was going to be a third game is because, as you've seen at the beginning of this video, DJ Professor K was talking about how Goji disappeared after his whole tower blew down. His plans went to shit, and the whole gang, the GGs, are partying back at their hideout. And you see Gum just standing there looking around, and there's some sense of concern on her face. And that had me thinking, there's going to be a third game, isn't there? Just the way she looks, she just looks like this. She's concerned, like, okay, something ain't right, which could lead up to a third game. But we never got one. It's been 20 years. Now, I was going to go in and talk about how I would make the game, but honestly, it doesn't really matter how I would picture the game, because the game can go either way. It can go both ways. It can either go right down the route of how it was beforehand, or it can go take a whole different route. Now, how I would do it is, Jet Set Radio has been known for its gang type elements. And it's not like, the gangs like how you see in the streets, killing each other, shooting each other, throwing up gang signs and all that stuff. Well, there probably might be some gang signs in this game, but it wouldn't be like nothing too serious. So this game would mainly be based on, the GGs and other gangs that are also trying to take over, Shibuya, Tokyo, Kyoto, all that jazz. Because since Rikaku Goji's not around anymore, more gangs are going to come in and be like, all right, so we got the cops out of the way, so now we can come over and take over. So like with the Noise Tanks, the Love Shockers, Rabbit 99, Poison Jam, the Immortals, the Hell Bikers, all those guys, all different gangs, and we'll get in some new gangs. Now, the different thing I would like to see when it comes down to this is how you remember when you would go up against like the Poison Jam, Rabbit 99, and all them. It was always 3 of them, and they all looked the same. I was like, we're in a new age now. It's 2021. This game, like I said, probably might not come out, but let's just say the game comes out in 2024. Say that they actually do make this game. Each character, a part of their gang, looks different. So, for instance, we're gonna bring up the Love Shockers. One girl out of the group can be called Love Shocker, while the other one can be named Heartbreak, and the other one could be named Love Struck. Noise Tank, we got Noise Tank. Mute, because when you trying to turn down the music, you mute it. Or I didn't come up with a third name for the third one, but you get what I'm getting at. Each group has a theme, and each theme is gonna have like different names. So like the Immortals, one could be known as the Immortal, one could be named after an actual pharaoh from back in the day or some type of Egyptian name, and the other one can also have an Egyptian name. So we can go back and we can have like a list of ideas of what we can do for Jet Set Radio 3. Now, what would the name be? I don't know. Just call it Jet Set Radio 3. But the disappointing thing about Sega is they always go back to Sonic. And I get it. Sonic is the best. That's their money maker. That's their cash cow. This is what they do. But with the day and age that we're in now, with like music and technology, Jet Set Radio will fit in perfectly. And not just that, Jet Set Radio is known for expressing yourself. That's what these skaters are doing. They're expressing, they're being free. They're being, living life to the fullest with inline skates that have magnets, that have jets at the back of them. Like, that shit's crazy. So this would be a perfect time to, and since we're in the month of June, Pride Month, this is a good way to implement trans characters, gay characters, lesbian characters, bi characters. It's a game that's about free spirit. So this game will be perfect to put something in there. And this is a good way to get the community, the LGBTQ community, into video games by making a game like this. Because let's be real. If you go look at the cast of characters that Jet Set Radio puts out, you can point out, okay, some of these characters could be bi or lesbian or gay, or you could just make new characters instead of changing characters that we already have. So adding that into the game, plus the gang, the gang warfare that they be having from like the original game, like, the racing, the spray paint tag matches that they have, Death Ball, because Death Ball was fun. Did I say race? I already said race. Capture the Flag was also fun as too. And with that being a thing, online should be amazing. Now, Battle Royale, I don't see how you can really do Battle Royale, but maybe you can do like Battle Royale with the tagging, like how they had that game mode where you can go, and it was like a death match where you collect a certain amount of cans, then you go find your opponent and you spray paint their backs, and the last team wins, I guess. So you can do like that, a Battle Royale type where you go spray your opponent's backs. So it'd be like something like Splatoon, just on roller skates, pretty much. So, but I'm highly disappointed with Sega with this, because this is something I felt like Sega could actually make good money off of. Just run with these ideas, and people will surely, truly, truly love it. I've seen concept art that fans have made over the years, and it's all amazing. And I wish we could use it, but yet they won't use it because they're too busy with Sonic, and they feel like people aren't gonna buy Jet Set Radio, and they feel like nobody's gonna really be into this kind of thing, or they came with the excuse that you're too old to make a game like this. I'm like, no. Look at the fan base. A lot of people are saying they want this game, so give us this game. It shouldn't be that hard. But I mean, like, at the end of the day, this is the problem that a lot of us have with like these gaming developers. Like, this is your money maker, but I'd rather throw that away and keep milking the same old games over and over and over. Rockstar has that problem too with GTA 5. Nintendo, they actually use all their licenses that they have. But Mario's always gonna be, the king of the hill. He's always gonna be top contender. Ain't nobody gonna top Naruto. I'm about to say Naruto. Nobody can top Nintendo and Mario when it comes down to things. Sega has Sonic, but Sega has a lot of other games too that they should use, but they rather not. So, but it is what it is.